Hey, how's it going, everyone? So for my part of this project, we're going to go over Excel real quick, just because it's a very useful, very versatile system, and most of you should be fairly familiar with Excel at this point. For those of you who somehow aren't, USF has a partnership with Office 365 that allows you, with your USF ID, to get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, OneDrive, Outlook, and Teams for free. Um, so if you don't have it, you can come here just to download it for free, and you should. Alright, let's see. So once you've downloaded and gotten open, select a template, visualizations, export, save a visualization. Alright, so once you got it open, you're going to end up with something that looks a little bit like this. Now, this is what I did for one of the other projects due today, which was to make a very basic example of a chart of some kind. And I'll just show you guys how I did that real quick. So over here I have my data. My data that I chose to use was how many cats that I currently have in my room versus cats I did not have in my room. So cats in my room were 2. Cats out of my room were 1. Now these are 2 separate things. Let's zoom in a little. There we go. You can see I have 1A makes cats in room, B1 makes cats out of room. Even though this is mainly just for my personal use, it is still important to actually have these things down just so you're able to automatically generate your labels. And then these 2 and this 1 are associated with those. So if I just highlight all this, just click and drag and start from top left, bottom right, it doesn't matter. Just click and drag all of that. So Excel actually has 2 different functions in relation to this. It has all these little chart settings right here. So I can make a pie chart, I can make a 2D line, scatter. Obviously, not a lot of these are actually relevant to what I have, but if we click a recommended chart, it will actually give us a couple options. We have a cluster bar, a pie, a cluster column. I'm going to go with pie because I personally think that's just going to look the best. So here I can just click chart title. I'm going to change it to oh, not that. Cats in room versus out of room. Alright. So we see that the blue is cats in room. And if I activate the clicking up here data labels, you'll be able to see that there is a 2. And cats out of room is a 1. If I go over here to this little funnel looking thing, chart filter, I can filter out my categories. And if I click the brush, I can choose styles. So as when I had it before I deleted anything, I had this style. I just thought it looked nice. But there are multiple different styles you could choose from. So yeah, stick with that one. It looks nice. Now, I did not have to use any of these charts. If I went back to Insert up here, which is what I was at before, I could choose any of these other charts. Odds are, though, those charts are not going to come out as great. Like if I choose a, let's say, 2D line, sorry, highlight 2D line, it's not really going to come out amazing. It's not very appropriate, so when in doubt, if you're not sure what to do, take your data, go to Insert, and click that recommended chart. It'll give you a good idea. So once you're here, now you have a few little options. You have your, I'm just going to stick with this bar graph for now because there's more options in the pie chart. But if you do go back to this chart elements, you have be able to access your axis titles, your data tables, area bars, grid lines, legend, trend lines, whatever it is you're going to need. So once you have this in a position that you feel like it's okay to be exported and you like what you see, you have a couple options. Number one is if you go to File, over here in the top left, File, you can go to Save As, and you will have a bunch of options when you do go to browse it where you want to save it. So let's say I just want to save it in my downloads. I can save it as an Excel workbook. I can save it as any of these options. Uh, Personally, more useful is the print option because it does allow you to actually print out the information that you just previously made, minus the grid lines of the Excel. So you can save it as a PDF or you can just print it out. This also gives you the options to print in sheets, workbooks, you can print in selections, all sorts of things. Personally, what I do though, because all I really need is the chart, You can either use the Windows Snip tool, which is Shift Windows key S simultaneously, and that'll let you click and drag. Or a little bit easier is to use Gaizo, which is a little program I have that lets you click it. You can click and drag, and it'll give you a web page just of what you got. So now you can right click, you can copy it, save as, do whatever you want with that. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and good luck in your assignments.